Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters, Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has 3 children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had 2 daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it. Because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. Ooh, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous because so much happened today. Also, you all, I'm trying out a new mic. So let me know if it's too loud or if it's too, because this thing is almost like one of those AMR mics. I think it's AMR, what they call it, where it picks up, look, you hear every little thing. So if it's too loud, let me know so I can adjust the volume. Look at y'all down there showing each other love. Look at y'all down there. Baby, today was today. Just about everybody was in town walking around shopping and whatnot. So we was able to get into a lot of people's tea today. You know, I've decided that I want to be like the Miss Whistledown from from that show, Bridgerton. I want to be the Lady Whistledown of Beyond the Gates. I'm gonna have to make me up a thing. Destiny said, "Hey, Linda." Linda said, "Hey, Destiny." Look at y'all down there showing love. Listen, I also want y'all to be throwing in y'all opinion about what happened if you saw the episode, and if you didn't, draw some conclusions. I don't care. Anyway, I'm gonna get into Martin and Smitty first, right? Marty and Smitty doing what they was doing yesterday, which is going back and forth like a tennis ball on a court about, I don't want you to work. Why can't I work? I don't want you to work. Why can't I work? And so Smitty comes in and Martin is like, where you been? And he said, in my skin. Okay, he didn't say that, but he was just like, he said, I've been out running some errands. And so he wants to know what's been wrong with him. Smitty's like, what has been going on with you? You just been acting all funny and whatnot. And he's like, well, for one thing, what I've been thinking about is you not letting me in on what you was planning. Okay, because I heard you tell my mama that you wanted to go back to reporting. Martin got upset at all of this because they was just still going back and forth. And Smitty tells him, he says, look, I'm not putting my life on hold for you for the Dupree family. Oh, you not? That's what you think? Okay. Anyway, Smitty walks out. Well, later on when he comes back, Martin apologizes to Smitty. He's like, look, I don't want you to go back to work because I need you to be the background of my foreground. Okay, wait a minute. That's way next exhale. When he told, she said, you want me to be the background of your foreground. See, that's how it gets started. You can't be the background of nobody's foreground. I told y'all, when you put something on pause, you got to pick your finger up off the pause button so you don't get stuck where you was at, honey. But anyway, he said, I need for you to be the background of everything I got going on because I got big plans. First of all, Martin, how is you upset with Smitty for not telling you his plans when you ain't even told him that you planning to run for the whole president of the whole United States? Huh? Tell me how that makes sense, sir. Tell me how this is fair. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hold on one second. I got something else playing in the background. I think I hear. Let me turn it down. Okay. So just tell me how that works out, sir. Because you doing the same thing he doing. He just don't know that's what you doing yet. Okay. Anyway, he says, I don't want you to go to work no more. Well, Martin says, if you get back into work, you're going to blow up because I know that you were a good reporter and they're going to want you to do all sorts of stuff. Why are you worried about him investigating you for? Even if he do find out something, you know he ain't about to run go tell it. Calm down. Anyway, let me see. He says, I want you to promise to do the job that you signed up for, which was starring in the being in the starring role of stay-at-home parent. Well, that was it for them. What y'all think? Y'all think Smitty gonna go back to work? Do you think Smitty's gonna give in and just not go back to work? Because you can be an investigative reporter without investigating anything if that's what you do. If that's your stronghold, I mean, you gonna be investigating stuff anyway. A nosy person would. I know I would, especially after you done told me to stop looking into stuff. I know I'm about to bust up in the place. I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to bust up in the place like this here. What is this? What is that? What is that? What is this? But child, okay, we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, they move on to Ted, Dr. Nicole, and all of them, right? So Ted is in there talking to his daughter, you know, the ones that he knows about. He's talking to Kat. And she's teasing him about his suit and his clothes. And she's like, Daddy, you really got to get with the times. You in that blue suit of play. You need to stop wearing that. And Eva, you know, the daughter that they don't know is their sister and daughter yet. Eva is behind the door listening. And she is just, ugh, she is over it. So she just came busting in on him. And Ted asked, Hey, have you met my daughter, Kat, yet? And Kat says, Oh, yes. Eva and I are practically BFFs. If y'all want to believe that. Because you know she can't stand this girl. And with good reason. Because she was sneaking through her mama's stuff and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if y'all down here talking. Okay, nobody's saying anything. Let me go back over here. Okay, so Ted, when they come back from break, Ted asks Eva, how she's enjoying the job. Are you liking it? And Kat cuts her off, and Kat is like, Yeah, I know this must be challenging for you, as this is supposed to be your first job, but girlfriend, I was looking on your social media, and I see that you was working as a beautician or something before. I thought you said you ain't never had no job, girl. What's up with that? So you right. You right, Linda. She is some kind of sneaky. She is sneaky eeky. Okay. But she was like, What's up with that? Because I was looking on your social media page. Girl, first of all, what is you doing on her social media? Well, okay, let's all admit we'd have been on her social media, but I digress. She said, Well, I have done other little things, but this is my first real job. Baby, game recognized game around here when it comes between these two girls. They weren't raised together, but they got a lot of the same spirit, okay? Because one ain't playing with the other one, and the other one ain't playing with the other. Okay, they ain't playing no games with each other. Anyway, Dr. Cole walks in and she's like, Girl, stop interrogating my assistant. So Kat tells her mother, Hey, while you're here, let me tell you, I can't make it to your awards thing because I have another obligation. And then something gets said like, Well, me and Eva handle it. And Kat did not like that. I was like that too. I don't like people calling my mom and dad, mom and dad, my mom and daddy, my mom and dad. I don't mean no harm, but I mean that's okay. But just chill out with some of that because I don't really like it. Okay. Anyway, Dr. Nicole's daughter Naomi is down to the precinct with her husband Jacob, and he's still upset about not notifying anybody about what went on at that wedding. What didn't your daddy tell you to let this go? Did your daddy not try to warn you, and yet you still doing what you do? Eva, you right. Needs better snoopers. Girl, do she not? Does she not need to check in with us over here so we could teach her how to be sneaky if you trying to be sneaky? Because, girl, this ain't the way. Okay? This ain't the way, girl. You getting caught up at every twist and turn. Anyway, Kat, to go back to her, Kat calls Chelsea just to vent about this Eva because she's like, Girl, I don't trust this Eva. This Eva ain't to be trusted. Girl, I don't care what she talk about. I don't like her. I don't like her. And Chelsea just kind of like, Girl, okay, look, my date just came in. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you something about that date. That date seemed slick to me. I noted and I noted, and I tell y'all why I was right later. Woo, I likes to be right because I likes to make sure that my spidey skills are still up to par. I don't like to be right to make nobody else wrong. I like to be right because it lets me know that my spidey skills still when this hair right here on this arm right here start to tingle. I already know. I already know. Destiny says these half sisters are cut from the same cloth, just different. Destiny, girl, you better say it, girl. I would high five you right now. I would high five you right now, Destiny. And Linda said, "What Destiny said." Woo, child. Anyway, let me see where I am now. Oh, Eva runs into Ashley at the hospital, right? Ashley, I just got a job. Nurse, I just got a job. So Eva runs into Ashley and they're talking because so I do think that that white lady that be hanging out when the secretaries, the ladies who lunch get together. I call them the ladies who lunch when it Leslie, Dana, Leslie, and her and the secretary and this lady that's there. I think that's her mother. And I think that's why she knows Eva, right? So anyway, she runs into her, and there's Derek with some more flowers because Derek is working overtime to make sure that she keeps her mind off that Andre because he can see it, he can smell it, and we can too. Don't worry about it. We see it too. Okay. So anyway, while she running into it, she like, girl, I'm trying to figure out how to get into some kind of system or file or something, she said to her. And guess who was listening around the corner? Cat. Cat heard what she said, and Cat was like, "Oh no, she was not to be trusted." And girl, we know it too. Let me also pause and tell you all, I don't have any pictures up today because I keep getting little strikes on my page, and I'm trying to figure out why. So until I do, y'all just going to hang with me. See this as the little cast that y'all sit and do other stuff while you listen to it. You got to look at the screen. Wash some dishes. Keep pretending you working at work and put your earplugs in and catch this tea. That's what we're gonna do over here for now till we figure it out because I can't be getting struck down. And y'all, just lean in, family, lean in. There's also a button down there if y'all want to send a little contribution this way, you may do so. Now, I ain't trying to put no pressure on nobody, but I'm just saying. Show a little love if you want to. I ain't mad at you. Miss B showed a little love yesterday. Thank you, girl. Okay, anyway. Dumb Eva later on runs back in there down to Dr. Nicole's office because she by herself and she in it. She just typing down in the computer, right? And in walks Cat. And Cat was like, I see this is getting to be a habit up and throughout here. And she's like, ooh, child, they left us hanging on that part. So we're going to have to wait to find out what kind of lie she going to try to tell to get out of that one. But I want y'all to know that they did get juicy as it went on. Oh, things was getting good. They was getting good. They was getting good. Okay, so let's get on to the next part. Nurse Ashley and some of the things that happened in her day. I hope they building her up to some. Somebody else was, I was reading the comments and somebody else was saying how they saw, how they think that Ashley's part is probably going to explode into something else, but that she's a little bit boring. She is, but we're going to hang with it for now because they building it up to something. We just have to wait to see what. Okay. Anyway, Nurse Ashley is talking with that coworker, the nosy lady, Nurse Messy. And she's praising her about this baby being delivered, and Derek is standing there with these flowers, and Derek is tired of hearing about this doggone baby. I mean, let it go. It's not because she did something that was, great. It's because she keeps attaching it to Andre, and he don't like that. I told y'all, men don't like folks to be all up and through their woman face. They don't like that. Okay. So when Ashley is talking to Derek and Andre, no, when her and Derek are talking, Andre sends her some kind of message and some kind of gift of some kind. And he's like, I don't want to be left out of the celebrating for what happened with the baby. Baby, if Andre don't get somewhere and sit down. Nurse Busybody then says to her, she said, hey, I know you about to leave for lunch and everything, but I need your help because we about to be overcrowded with some stuff. And she's like, okay, fine, no problem, I'll stay. So Ashley and Naomi later on meet up with their guys. She's got Derek and Naomi's got her husband, right? And they're all talking. And hold on. And they look over and they see Chelsea with another guy. And nobody seems to be shocked about Chelsea being with this guy because they all know how Chelsea get down. Girl, if you don't get somewhere and sat down, they tired of you and we tired of you too. But anyway, as they're talking, uh, up walks Andre. Child. And then Ashley says, "Why don't you have a seat? Sit down and sit down and have a seat with us." Ugh, Derek is sick of him. So Andre pulls up to the table like a child in a high chair at the end of a booth. You know how that's what it looked like to me because they were sitting in a booth. So he pulled up there in that high chair thing because he ain't that dog either. I'm just saying. But anyway, he pulls up into the little high chair on the end of the booth, and he's sitting down there talking, and he starts talking about how they gonna be, maybe we need to spend more time together, and he trying to figure out how he can make that happen. And he says, when miracles happen, it kind of connects you. Oh Lord. They look over and Chelsea leaves with this guy, right? So I don't really know how to tell y'all this because I don't like being quite this messy, right? But Chelsea walks outside with the guy she was met up with at the bar. And as soon as he walks out the door, his wife is standing out there waiting. And then the wife says, "I've been looking forward to meeting you." That's how I was looking at the screen. I was like, "Chat, what?" And then she leaves with them. Girl, if this girl ain't her mama's daughter, I don't know who was. Okay? Mm. When Andre got up and left, he was like, "Don't deliver a baby without me." No, Ashley said to him, "Don't deliver a baby without me." Girl, you ain't got to worry about him delivering no baby without you. The birthing babies ain't what he did. Okay? And you need to Hirsch because your man done told you he tired of this him. All right, y'all. This is when we get down to the good parts. Danny is at home, right? Looking at past photo shoots of herself, and here comes Andre knocking at her window. He creepy. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how much I like you. Don't creep up to the side of my window, peeking all up in my door, unless you Aaron Pierre. That's Mustafa. Okay, that's my only exception. Otherwise, you need to use the front door. Don't be tapping on my windows, peeking up in my windows like that, because that's creepy. I don't like that. But anyway, he's tapping on the window because she's in there looking at not past photo shoot. She's looking at a fan page that somebody set up for her because you know how people are weird now. You do something crazy and they start celebrating you. So they set up a page for Danny to celebrate her, showing out the way she did at the wedding, right? So Andre comes in there telling me, I had left something. See, listen, pause. See how Andre had just left Ashley again and come running down over there to see somebody else back at Danny's spot. I done told y'all Andre is Mr. Drop It Low and spread it wide. But anyway, he's in there talking about I left something. That's why I came back over here. And she told him, she was like, "Look, I'm not swimming in the kiddie pool no more. So you may as well go on and go because I'm expecting my daughter and I ain't got time for this." And he was like, "Oh, okay." He tried to hug her. She was like, "Go on now." She's like, "Because I told you I got something to do. My daughter coming." So he goes on and leaves. And when he leaves, her daughter comes in the front door because he going out the window door he came in because he can't use the front door like a normal person. So when he goes out, the daughter comes in and she's like, "Mom, what do you need now? Like, what is it now? What you done got into now?" Okay. So she shows her daughter her fan page and she's all excited about it. Her daughter's like, "Oh my God, that's so creepy." She's like, "No, no, 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 no. I like it. I like that that's been set up." She's excited about it. And then she tells her daughter, she's like, "And here's the good news, Chelsea. Now that I'm finished with all this foolishness, because that's what I want to tell you, I've put it all behind me. I'm not going to be worried about your dad and no more. I ain't going to do it. Yibbity, dibbity, dip." She's like, "So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to concentrate on you and helping you build your future, baby. Good news. All of my attention is now going to be on you." Well, see, don't y'all forget that Chelsea been trying to break away from her mama with her business. So she was not moved at all. The queen was not amused, honey. Haley is at home with Bill, right? And like she always like to do, I love you. I'm just so fortunate. Who's fortunate? I'm fortunate. You know how she like to do him all day. Lord, it's exhausting. But anyway, she tells him, I want to have a party, but I don't think anyone will come. Right in this moment is the first time that I saw that Haley really be leading Bill to what she want him to do. Because I think somebody else has said it that they're right, that these are a pair of narcissists playing each other, playing in each other's faces. Okay. And so she's like, I want to have a party, but I don't think anyone will come. And she says, wait a minute. Y'all know sometimes I have to look at my own handwriting like, girl, what did you say right here? Okay, so she says, I think that, the business with the Duprees is done. And maybe, I could get somebody to come through here for a party. And then she said, because she can't hurt us no more now. I mean, she done did what she did. She can't do nothing else. And she said, so maybe people will come. And Bill looks at her like, okay. So Bill wants Haley because he comes in there with a gift box. He's like, I got you something. And he starts talking to her about he want her to quit her job. Ain't this the second person want their person to stay at home? See, behind the gates, they don't want their mates to be working. I ain't against it. I'm gonna tell y'all, with that kind of money, I'm gonna do something that you don't know that I'm doing to make a little money. But I ain't against being kept behind the gates. Would y'all be kept behind the gates? Would y'all be kept behind the gates? Or is that just me? I don't know. Let me see. Linda says, Haley burns my bacon. Girl, that Haley is a whole mess. That girl, ugh. I just think Haley gonna turn out to be like the biggest villain of them all. But they gonna make us wait to see. You're gonna watch it happen. It's gonna happen slow. It's gonna be a slow burn. She's gonna burn your bacon real slow, Linda. Watch. But anyway, Bill tells her, I don't want you to go to work. And she's like, why? I like going to work. You know what this reminds me of? These people if you ever watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's like all these men are just like all the men, in my opinion, and allegedly. They are, as a matter of fact, let me stop and say everything on this broadcast is alleged, and in my opinion. This is just a review. This is how I feel. This is how I see things. It's not actual, okay? But anyway, let me put this banner up. So, okay, let me put that up. So anyway, he tells her, no, I want you to stay home because he don't need Haley down to the office looking at what he doing because Bill got to be up to something. Bill done cheated on his first wife the whole time. Ain't no way he about to sit up here and be faithful up through this thing. I mean, he cheated to get you, girl. What you think? What do you think? Okay, this ain't about to be what you think it's about to be. Not at and all. Okay. But anyway, let me see. If you don't work, he has all the control. I said he can think he got all the control, but I'm going to be doing something to generate some money because what he ended up giving her was a credit card. And he said, this is a credit card that has no limit. And not only that, you will never even see a statement. Well, okay then, Bill. Okay. I'm just saying, I can shop till I fall out and never see the bill. Now we know in TV world this never works out because it's gonna end up he doing something probably in your name, girl. But I mean, enjoy yourself because, like I said, I'm gonna be putting a little something on the side myself, doing something on the side myself because I can't just count on you. You may get up and leave the same way you did the first wife. Now I'm just saying. But you see, he wanted Danny to stay at home. Now he want Haley to stay at home. Mark wants Smitty to stay at home. Child, these folk don't want nobody working behind the gates because, if you in the house doing stuff, then you ain't out in the streets where they at, so they don't bump into you. Go to the store and shop, my dear. That's how I feel. Destiny agrees with you, Linda. But yeah, go to the store and shop, my dear. Don't be out here in these streets. That's what he's more or less saying. Anyway, later on, Haley is scrolling the internet, right? And she sees that fan page that's been started for Danny, and she just flings that computer. She's like, "Oh, I'm just sick of it." She tosses her tablet aside, and then she gets a notification that somebody at the door. Everybody sip tea. Everybody sip tea. Everybody sip tea. Everybody sip tea. In fact, have a crumpet. Have a crumpet. Have a crumpet. Have a crumpet too now, because She gets a notification that somebody's at the door. And who y'all think at the door? Who do y'all think is at that door? Before I get to that part, let me go back to these comments. Still controlling the cards, he can track all her moves if she's stupid enough. She has proven to be unsmart enough, faux show. That we know. But then again, like I said, I think Haley is dumb as a fox. I think she's playing dumb, and she's not. I think she's planning to play Bill because, I mean, when it's that easy to snatch somebody up, and if she's got some of the same traits as he, they may have something on their hands with each other. They just may. They just may. So, who y'all think was at the door when Danny got that notification that someone is at her front door? Who you think it is? Who do you think it is? Well, it was Danny. Danny done come down there to the new house, walked up in there like she was belonged up and down. And she said, "Don't worry, I'm not carrying and concealing." She's like, "I ain't got nothing on. I don't have anything on. So don't worry about it, girl. You can calm down. Calm down, calm down." And Haley said, "You don't need a piece to be dangerous." That was kind of cool. One thing y'all can say, Haley be with the quick comebacks. She do. And do. She be with the quick comeback. Anyway, Haley said, and then she told Danny, she said, "And you need to know." She said, "You don't need nothing to be dangerous. You don't need a pow to be dangerous." She says, "And just let me inform you that Bill is home." And she said, "Oh, Daddy's home?" And Haley said, "You ain't about to set up here and respect me. You gonna set up there and let this gal disrespect you in your own front porch?" She said, "You ain't about to disrespect me in my own house." And Danny said, "You did in mine. You did up in mine." That's what she told her. She said, you did when you did it to me when you was up in mine, doing what you was doing, with not so much as letting your mask fall so I could see what you was doing." Oh, Danny read her. Danny said, "You know what? You had my phone number. You was sitting up in my house with my man. None of that. You didn't show none of that. You disrespected me in my house, now didn't you? Huh?" She said, "What you did to me? What you did to me?" That's right. We looking on. She said, "What you did, what you did to me was bad enough, but what you did to my daughter was even worse. It was even worse what you did to my daughter, because you started out my daughter's friend, and then you ended up her stepmother." Woo, child, I fell out. I fell out. I fell out. She told that girl, she said, "You came in the door, my daughter's best friend, and left out the house her step mama." Child, they was doing too much today, but I was eating it up. I was. Destiny says, "Why would you stay in your ex-wife's community with your new?" Well, that's her husband now. And I agree that's not gonna go good. Hold on, y'all. Had a coughing spell come up. I agree that that's not gonna go good for her, because that's something she should not have done. Haley said, "It cuts me. It really, really cuts me to have done what I did to you." I'll hold again for. She said, "No, no, no. It really cuts me like a knife that I did what I did to you all. And I am really sorry about that." And Danny told her, she said, "The fairy tale don't tell you the dark side of the story. And you're going to soon find out." Danny says, "I'm going to keep my distance. That's the best I can do, okay?" So when she leaves out, Bill walks in and he's like, "I could have sworn I just heard Danny's old squealy voice up and throughout. Man, you know that woman was up in there. Why you wait till she left? Get out of here with that." But anyway, because I think he didn't want to face none of that. He gonna let Haley catch all the smoke, then he gonna come walking in, right? And Haley said, "No, no, I really think that this time she really means it, because she offered an olive branch. Girl, that olive branch probably had all kinds of as Linda said, juju on it. So I don't know if I would be believing that. I don't know. She's like, oh yeah, I believe that hold on, let me see what Destiny says. She said, yep, wife for now, no good for good or for worse. And it's gonna be a lot of worse. It's gonna rain on her head. Okay. It's gonna rain on her head. She can count on that thunderstorms with a overcast of tornadoes rolling through any minute now. Anyway, she said, the Bill told her, she said, I wouldn't trust her. He said, I'm just telling you. And Haley says, I just feel like we should let it go because this might be my one shot at getting accepted by the people in the town. And Bill is like, you know what? Okay, girl, you go ahead on buy the banana in the tailpipe. I'm gonna back you up, girl, but I know Danny, girl, but you go ahead, girl, you go ahead. That's what he told her. Later on, Haley is on the phone setting up a lunch date with somebody. Who's she on the phone with? But she's setting up this lunch date. And she tells whoever it is, she says, well, I know we no longer have to worry about Danny. Girl, Danny gonna come right back down there to that very same country club, and she gonna smack you again. Cause you know Danny likes to smack people. But anyway, if she believe it, bully for her if she believe it, but I would not be believing it. Mm-mm. At home, Danny is there minding her business, dancing all by herself. And then Mr. Kiddie Pooh shows up again at the side window because you know he don't know how to use no front door. Ugh, he is so creepy to me. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyway, he shows up, tapping on the window again. He like, hey, let me in. And y'all know what she did. You know she opened up that door and she let that fool up in there. Because Danny likes to swim, not only in the kiddie pool. Once she's in the kiddie pool, she likes to go down on the end where they done wee-weed in. Because, child, you need to leave this child, this boy, this mister in training alone. Okay. Her and her daughter are really, 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 really twin flames. That I know for sure. Because can't neither one of them get nowhere and sit down. Ooh, they do too much behind the gate, but I loves it. I loves it. Anyway, in the last scene, Bill is reflecting on his wedding day with Haley. Just all these things are popping up. What happened? What's her name? Getting up with everybody get up slow. Everybody get down. He's thinking about all of that. And then he picks up the phone and calls someone and says, I need to see you right away. Who he calling? Who is that on the phone? What's about to happen? Because Bill is just like, hey, Danny. He can't let it go. He just can't let it go. Ooh, y'all. They done left us with some questions. Here are questions for tomorrow. Make sure I miss nobody comment before I go. Okay. Listen, first of all, I want to tell you all I thank you so much for tuning in. And please tune in again tomorrow. I'm waiting to hear the playback of this so I can see if this new mic was a hit or a miss, or if I just need to go back to what I was using before. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please subscribe to the page. And I did not play the video, but y'all, here's a dance break, and I need you to do something for me while you're dancing. Let's hit it. Like the video, like the video, like the video. Like the video. Like the video. So we can get on back to the show, y'all. Come on. Stop all that dancing and like the video. Y'all, I'm tired after all that dancing. Anyway, join us tomorrow. Please like the video, like the video, like the video. Share the video. Come back tomorrow. I'm always try to bring it to y'all at the same time, but if I can't, I will put the thing up for to let you all know when it will be airing. I always try to put that up ahead of time. Destiny says, that was fun. Yes, it was, Destiny. And thank you for coming in and adding to it. Girl, you're going to be one of our day ones. You and Linda. Linda said, like and subscribe. Bye, y'all. Destiny says, see y'all tomorrow. We will be right here when Lady Whistle Down behind the gates comes and give it to y'all. But y'all listen. What will Cat do? What will Cat do about catching Eva snooping again? Why these men won't let their spouses have a job outside the house? Huh? Is Danny's olive branch fake or real? Tune in again tomorrow as we continue to peek beyond the gates. Bye, y'all.
How did you get beyond the gates? Be gone.
Tell absolutely no one that I'm the one that let you in behind the gates. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.